As I look at that, something just kind of popped into my head. Is Ken Dorsey, the addition of Ken Dorsey, is that equivalent to Jim Schwartz last year? Are they hoping that he can do similar things in terms of style of play of that offense?
Yeah, that's interesting, Dave. I'm sure they're expecting or hoping for a bump, no doubt about it. I struggle with comparing them because it's all Schwartz's defense, right? He had his huge track record, won a Super Bowl, had been a head coach, and Stefanski just handed the keys to him and said, do what you want with this defense. It was a philosophical, schematic change. Ken Dorsey, yes, it's Ken Dorsey's offense. Yes, he's the coordinator. But Kevin Stefanski's still here, right? He might still call the plays. It's been his offense the last 4 years. It's going to be more of a melding, I think. Now, Dorsey, I fully expect to have a bigger role, larger say, louder voice than Alex Van Pelt did, right? It was a Stefanski offense that Van Pelt, kind of worked with during the week. And, not to diminish his role, but it was a Stefanski offense. Stefanski called the plays. This is going to feel more like a Ken Dorsey system with Kevin Stefanski having a large imprint, right? So I don't know if it'll be the same jump, but I get where you're going, and I don't think you're off base with that question.
Oh, that's absolutely fair. And the thing that I keep coming back to, Kevin Stefanski has shown the ability to, it'll be interesting to see who calls the plays, because I wouldn't be surprised one way or another. I think Stefanski is confident enough in who he is and what he can do as a head coach. He may give the play calling to Ken Dorsey.
Yeah, it is really going to be interesting. And I know some fans are sick of the discussion, but it's important, right? It's important who calls the plays. I think Stefanski, I don't know. I just keep putting myself in those shoes going, man, I think I've been good at this job for 4 years. You get your fingerprints all over the game. Like, you want that responsibility if you got one key call on fourth down to make. Not that he won't be on the headset, but I think that's a tough thing to give up. So I would still lean towards Stefanski, but I completely leave open the possibility that it could be Dorsey, especially given what we talked about, that it's a lot of what Dorsey wants to do. Dorsey's more comfortable with that spread than maybe even Kevin Stefanski is, right? Kevin Stefanski came from the Gary Kubiak, the play action, the bootlegs, and I think we're going to see less of that with Dorsey. So I think you can make an argument that it would make more sense for Dorsey. I'm really eager to find out who's going to call the plays.
Yeah, and you know what? If Kevin Stefanski decides to call the plays, I completely get it. I'm not saying he should give it up, but I think this time he's really going to – I think it's a possibility much more so than it has been in the past.